points in the game.
Hello, I'm Desmond Howard, and welcome to College Football Ultimate.
Mississippi, the Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty-toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the opening possession of the game. Rebels took home the golden egg in a close one the last time they met.
They don't care if it was close or a blowout. They got the W, and they've been able to talk about it all off-season long, and you can just feel the energy and electricity this year.
Boy, and you know it matters. You're talking about all these kids in-state, talking to them. Where do you want to go? Which side do you want to be on? Ole Miss winning last year matters when it comes to recruiting.
The run from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Brings him to the open. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
On the direct snap, it's Harris. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. Makes the catch. It's Lee. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they strike first.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Thompson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Mississippi State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Power football with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Off the play fake. The short hand, it's Hodge. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. They'll try the run. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Shapen. They'll run the screen. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing.
Turning it on! He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Mississippi State going up tempo.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He might want another play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Takes it on the return. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Mississippi State! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, the tight end was in blocking on that play. The quarterback just kind of freaked out. He was just trying to find someone to outlet and dump the football to. He found the tight end. He wasn't expecting it, and as a result, loses yards on the catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. The Rebels decide to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. They boot it away. No chance for a return. He makes a fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You know, this defense is really tricky, and they show the ability to zone blitz time and time again. These running backs and pass protection, they've got to be great with their scan protection. Just because one guy isn't coming who you initially think might be blitzing, you really got to do a better job surveying the field because that zone blitzer might be coming from a different side of the field that you weren't anticipating.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got a man, it's Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Traore. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, or when they get hurried, or when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Traore. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Chapin. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the crow route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
He'll do it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game. And
oh, no, the ball popped out. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Third and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got the back over the middle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Look, you would love to have gotten the touchdown there, but at this point, just take the lead with the field goal.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking aggressive. Let's stretch this lead out. Now you got to think, hey, I got to make them score a touchdown, get a field goal right here, and rely on my defense.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Here's a throw downfield late. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds the tight end. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory, and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
On the move. Showing off the arm. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
3rd down coming up.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. And here comes the field goal unit. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And then my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Back's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal, and you really hate to settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime period. Scanning the field, it's shaping. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Do you just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Now all the pressure switches to their defense. They've got to get a stop. Nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Harris. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Taylor has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. They'll try to win it with a field goal right here. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. grab near the marker. It's dribbling. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. The play-action fake. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense.
That keeps the score. Ole Miss 23, Mississippi State 17.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air. It's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And what a great response here in overtime.
Number 7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. From the gun. Bringing the heat. They're stopped on the 2-point try, and we are still tied. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Snaps it in the shotgun. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try is a winner in OT. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.